Hello everyone, I am Douglas E. Welch, and this is my Dog Days of Podcasting Challenge wrap-up. Today is our last day, our 30th day of 30 podcasts. First of all, I want to thank Craig Stepp from Spindle.com, SPYNDLE.com, who set up the Dog Days of Podcasting. This is its second year. I actually didn't hear about it in the first year, but I'm so glad I heard about it this year. It's been a great bit of fun, and I do want to thank Craig for taking the time and energy to set that up. If you want to know more about the Dog Days of Podcasting Challenge, you can visit dogdaysofpodcasting.com. There you'll find information on what the challenge was, who was involved, and also a link to the RSS feed, which has all of the podcasts from all of the people involved. Now, for me, looking back over the last 30 days, I realized it was probably easier for me since I already have several series of podcasts going during any week. I do my Career Opportunities podcast on Monday. I do a In the Garden on Wednesday. I do a Container Garden update on Sunday each week. So each week I had 3 shows that were pretty much already on the schedule. And I know for me that made things a lot easier than someone who was coming in fresh and basically trying to produce some sort of podcast every single day when they haven't done it before. I've been podcasting pretty much since about 2 weeks after the term was coined in 2004, September 2004, which, God, makes me think now I'm actually going to be celebrating the anniversary in just a couple weeks. A lot of the people took the challenge in the way of saying, I'm going to produce something every day. I'm only going to produce something that's, say 3, 4, 5 minutes long. A lot of people did audio. Very few people did video, which I can totally understand, because video does take a lot more production time, a lot more energy, a lot more preparation, a lot more equipment. So it was actually great to see people just kind of spreading their wings as far as podcasting went. They were just trying stuff out, getting to learn more about it, and frankly, I heard some really great shows during the entire month that we've been doing the challenge. While I did my regular shows, I also took the opportunity to do something different. One of the first things I did is I did several interviews I've been meaning to do for months, if not years. Doing interviews is a little harder to do because you have to set up with other people, you have to have a place to do the interview, and then you have the longer production times because typically interviews are somewhere between 15 minutes and an hour long. And that was putting me off. So I used the challenge as the impetus to go out and actually do these things that had been on my list for a long time. I hope you enjoyed those. If you haven't checked them out, they were all done under the Career Opportunities banner, I believe, except for one audio interview. But you can find them all here on Careers in New Media, where I've hosted all the podcasts for the last 30 days. I also used it as an opportunity to do a little audio work, or audio-only podcasting, which, while I do my weekly column, doing an audio interview or doing something on site is a different beast. It's a different monster. And so it actually felt kind of good to step away from the video editing program and get back into the audio world again and listen a little more carefully to what people were saying and work a little more with those tools, which, gosh, I mean, they've just gotten better and better and better over the years, to the point where now I could actually edit an entire audio program on our podcast on my iPhone and do it fairly easily. I mean, the iPad makes it a little bit easier just because of the bigger screen, but that is simply amazing, especially when we look back to 2004 when we all got started with this. Tons of different types of content out there, which I absolutely love. I talked a little bit about the people who are just kind of doing the stream of consciousness, 3-minute, they're out for their daily walk, they're out for their daily drive back from work or whatever. But there were also shows which got into the music that they liked and the art that they liked and the shows and various other podcasts that maybe they enjoyed. So again, it lent a large breadth to the entire challenge, and I think really gave people a great introduction, both the listeners and the producers, into what podcasting can provide you. I hope at the base of it all that all of us podcasters have given you some what I call real world knowledge about what podcasting can be and also how it can be used. More importantly, I hope we've convinced you out there watching this to actually go out and do a podcast. I know in my life, I am constantly explaining to people why a podcast would be a great idea. So much today in our lives, in our careers, in our businesses, in our charitable organizations, whatever, so much depends on getting the word out about a phrase I use a lot in my career opportunities column: what you do and how well you do it. And frankly, for me, podcasting is one of the best ways to show people what you do and how well you do it. Combine the power of podcasting with the power of blogging and the power of social media, and I think you have an excellent toolkit to help you achieve the goals that your own personal goals, your business goals, your charitable goals, whatever. It can really help you achieve those goals in ways that I really don't think any other way, any other media, any other technology can actually do. So I hope after watching all these things and listening to all these podcasts that you go out and do something on your own. And if you do something on your own, please let myself and also let the other Dog Days of Podcasting people know. You can leave a comment here on the website. You can Twitter me at New Media Tips or Douglas Welch, and I'll have links to all these on the website. You can also post it on the New Media Interchange Facebook page. For those of you who may not have heard about New Media Interchange, it's my group, which is really taken on the task of delivering the power of new media to everyone. I want to train as many people as possible out there how to use whatever technology they have to do podcasting, YouTube videos, blogging, social media, whatever they need to make their life better. So you can find us, just do a quick search on New Media Interchange. I also believe it's facebook.com/new media is the short URL to get there. Be happy to answer any questions you might have. Please send them along. I had actually planned on doing a group wrap-up, getting a bunch of us together in a Google Hangout and doing a little wrap-up of the month of podcasting. Unfortunately, there's some schedule conflicts, as there always are, whenever you're trying to get more than one person together. That said, some of the other podcasters have let me know that within a couple weeks, we are going to get together. We're going to do a group wrap-up using Google Hangouts on air, which is, again, one of the technologies I really stepped out to make a use of during this month, like the iPhone and other devices. And we'll do a group wrap up together where you'll be able to hear from them what the Dog Days of Podcasting meant for them, what it did for them, how it challenged them, how they felt about the entire process. So thanks again for watching this month, the Dog Days of Podcasting 30-Day Challenge. I hope you've enjoyed it again. You can find out more about the Dog Days of Podcasting at the website dogdaysofpodcasting.com. You can find out more about me, Douglas Welch, by visiting my website, douglasewelch.com. Again, if you're out there and you create your own podcast, let me know. I'd love to see it. Until next time, keep podcasting.